Happy November. I was going out for a ride and I thought, where should I ride this evening? And I came up with the idea that I would make a video of this run and I would go check out some local cemeteries, because it's the Halloween season and all that. And where we are currently is not sure if this is the biggest cemetery in southern Finland, but probably is. I should have probably checked or asked Google if it is, but of course I couldn't be bothered. But it's a nice evening, so it's a good day for a cemetery run. We don't celebrate, like officially we don't celebrate Halloween in Finland. The 1st of November is like the, how would I translate it, like the Remembrance Day of the Dead or something like that, when we go out to the cemeteries, light candles. Well, we do that always, but that's like some kind of official day for it. But Halloween was never a thing here until like, I don't know, 2 decades ago. I don't know, it's slowly creeping up to this country as well. Like, well, every other country steals everything from America, don't they? So yeah, all that Halloween culture is coming here too. People having Halloween parties, dressing up, even kids going out trick-or-treating, which hasn't really happened, or it doesn't really happen that much yet. But Halloween was last Friday and I did see some kids going out to doing that, so it's coming. Bunny. Cemetery bunny. We still have a day when the kids go out, sort of like trick-or-treating, and it happens around Easter time. Kids dress up as witches and such and go door to door. I don't know if it ever was that much of a thing here in the south, but where I'm from, like Western Finland, it used to be a big deal, but in the last years it really has been, the tradition has been dying. And like I said, Halloween has come to take its place. Yeah, this cemetery is real big. This is the Monday after Halloween, 2nd of, wait, is this the 2nd? No, 3rd of November. Whoa. Okay, let's head to the next cemetery. Here we are at the second cemetery of the evening. If the first one was the biggest of the area or the city of Vantaa, I guess this would be the most highly regarded or something. And the reason will become obvious soon, because there's a very old church, probably the oldest. I should know this, but I think it's the oldest church in the Helsinki area. During Christmas is of course most popular for masses and like Christmas carol singing evenings. When I was in my 20s, I used to watch a whole lot of ghost shows and stuff like that. Of course, the biggest one being Ghost Adventures, like I watched it religiously. But then, I don't know. All the ghost shows just... I don't know, there's nothing real about them anymore. Just seems so fake, and I've become way too skeptical to, I guess, enjoy them fully anymore. Now there's of course YouTube and a million ghost hunting channels, but they all just seem so trying to be so sensational, like every little thing is a ghost or demon or whatever. Like, yeah, okay. I'm not saying ghosts can't exist. They probably do, and we just don't know how to explain them at this moment in history. But like 99% of the stuff you see on YouTube TV, it's all fake, of course. But even if there's even 1% real, then it's got some implications, doesn't it? And there's the old church I was talking about. There's some super old graves here. (1893). Well, these aren't that old. But that sure looks old. It says valuable grave, arvokas haut. I have a friend who swears that she's like an attractor of ghosts or dead people, and that ghosts or dead people visit her every now and then. Like I said, I guess I still am, but I used to be even a bigger fan of like researching ghosts and stuff. Now maybe I'll talk about that more when we get to our next stop. The next cemetery. How do we get there? That was a message from that exact friend. It's quite the ways off.
Let's have you on the beat.
Okay. Welcome to the next stop, the next cemetery. This is a small one. I don't know how old, but it's right next to the Helsinki-Vantaa International Airport. So you will hear and see airplanes here day and night. Wow, this place actually looks the coolest. So many candles. Another airplane taking off. Yeah, like I said before at the other cemetery, I used to be really into researching what this ghost phenomenon is, or whatever I would call my research, like reading, watching, I guess, documentaries and visiting places. Like one time I went to the United Kingdom. The sole purpose of visiting all these haunted inns and other places, hotels, because in Finland we only have like a handful of places that are said to be haunted. I don't know, there's probably many, but it's not widely known. But anyway, went to the UK, visited a bunch of these places, and obviously in most of them nothing happened, or I have no reason to believe that anything would be going on there as far as ghosts are concerned. But I did have one thing happen to me that I'm sure I will never forget. It's like, it was just like a feeling, like waking up in the middle of the night, and my friend woke up at the very same moment and said that, like, what is going on in this room? Like, something is here now. I don't know how else to say it. I was scared stiff. I really was. Like, never before has that happened to me. And I can't explain it. It's just like this pressured feeling of someone like looming over me. That night was horrible. I would never go back there. Obviously it doesn't prove anything, but it happened, at least in my head. And also I've been in the United States a bunch of time, and I've visited many places that are said to be haunted. Only one thing happened to me there, like a shadow behind the door in this haunted hotel, which I'm sure there was no one behind the door. I'm absolutely certain of it because I made sure. But yeah, those are the only real things that ever happened to me. But I guess my interest slowly waned of all these paranormal things, because in my lifetime I don't think there's going to be any real proof or scientific theories that would exactly say what these things are. Yeah, it's like, what's the point? Like, what am I researching or whatever? Not gonna prove anything. Okay. That was a cool cemetery. One more cemetery left. Okay, last stop of the night. This is my local cemetery. But it looks gorgeous with all the lights. Hopefully you can see it. Yeah, the weather has been super rainy for the past 2 weeks. I've been mainly working from home, but even on those days that I've been forced to go to the office, I've had to take my van. Just been too rainy, I didn't want to ride. It looks like the rainy days will continue this week, maybe next week too, but at least it's relatively warm still, so hopefully my season or riding season ends at the end of November and not before.